today. From TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida, it's Week 14 of the NFL on EA Sports. Jordan Ta'amu and the Jacksonville Jaguars versus Drew Brees and the Tennessee Titans.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tennessee Titans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Alongside my partner Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Jaguar team. They come in playing some decent football, 5-3 in their last 8 games. Meanwhile, for the visiting Titans, they've been playing well, really well. Winners of... Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. On the return, here comes Ameer Abdullah. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the Jags. And they'll be led out by one of the stars of spring football in 2020 from Ole Miss. It's Jordan Ta'amu.
It's pretty much become the norm when we see guys come out before a game and go through the route tree with their receivers. I thought it was exciting for us to see the exact same thing happen in practice.
He's so meticulous, isn't he?
He really is, and that told me it's not just a one-time-a-week thing. They work on it all the time, trying to hone that fine edge. They want to see if they can get in sync and stay in sync in this one.
Jeff Heath, the one to bring him down.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Green's got it over the middle. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Peterson on the carry.
Tackle that time by Jarquiski Tart.
On the tackle. No gain on the play.
Throwing on 2nd down. Ta'amu. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Now Ta'amu. He can run for it, and he will. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now a run with Peterson. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback. And no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
At the Titans' 35-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards the pickup. First down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
He's going to take off with it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 27-yard line.
And his His throw here's incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target, and it's 3rd and 5.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. Tamu will look to pass. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead.
Titans nothing.
So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. So here are the Titans now for their first drive. And they'll be led out by the all-time leader in terms of passing yards in NFL history, their 41-year-old quarterback, Drew Brees.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Jackson brought him down. A gain of 4.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Ronald Jones.
The Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2 yards.
Working from the gun, it's Brees. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the Jaguars go on offense 1st down and 10.
At their own 28-yard line.
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Tamu. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Olivier Vernon able to record his 5th sack of the season. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Green with a catch left side. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return, and it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense making their way out onto the field as you take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now the game, let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity, nothing big happened, but then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they had 3 tight ends in on that set.
And these guys are punching really well. I use boxing analogies a lot. A lot of coaches have told me that when you line up to run the football, it's 10 fistfights along the line of scrimmage, right? You've got to win your share. These 3 tight ends, they almost always win their fistfights.
Three 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Jaguars 3, Titans nothing.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and
Shotgun
6.
now for Breeze. The open man here, Renfro. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
Renfro. An 8-yard pickup. First down, Titans.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
And the Titans.
From the gun, it's Breeze. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. Here's Breeze to throw. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfro. And he will have a Titans first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Breeze. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Eddie Pinheiro on now. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, Parker, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 10.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
6-yard line.
Now he dumps this off over the middle and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. Give him 7 yards on the carry, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning.
A 7-yard pickup.
We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 34-yard line. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. Now a loose football. The ball comes out.
A fumble on the play.
We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. For Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
It's now 2nd and 10.
To throw again on 2nd down. Ta'amu. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Emmanuel Sanders, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. I'll let let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. On the return, Deontay Harris. And able to get this out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Now, right now, under 100 yards of total offense. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on first down is Breeze. But it's caught on the right side. It's Smith. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Harris has it over the middle. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 38-yard line. Again, it's Breeze. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And now look at him go. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just balls in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Now Gold for the extra point. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So time it up for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And he returns this to the 22.
On the return, the Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. We'll begin out in the windy city of Chicago. And it's the Texans out in front as that one is just about to halftime. Gardner Minshew, 2 touchdown passes thus far. From there, it's off to North Carolina to check on the Panthers at home in Charlotte. And they trail the visiting Denver Broncos in that one. 2 touchdown passes there for Lamar Jackson. Lastly, we head to the Gulf Coast and check on the Bucs at home in Tampa. And they are in a tight one, all tied with the visiting Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. Breeze now on first down. Smith catches left side. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
Now a play fake. Breeze. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's going to be incomplete.
Breeze.
Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Incomplete. Coverage on the play by Kyle Fuller.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have a Titans first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here's Breeze, and that's complete to Jesse James. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball and pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. He's over the middle, complete. It's Harris. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
First down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Down right around the 25. Anthony Barr in on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Breeze now.
25-yard line.
Looking for his running back, and he's got him. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Makes it 3rd and inches.
Here's Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And this is up and good from Pinheiro. And a 2nd field goal here gets them back within 11 now. It's 17-6.
Titans 6.
So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Jaguars take over 1st and 10. At their own.
Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Yamu. Sanders has it over the middle. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the.
Now Tamu. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Tamu. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Tamu. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Tamu will look to pass. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And the Jaguars are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 1-yard line.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Titans 6.
Now they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll run for it with Peterson. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Adrian Peterson, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Jaguars add on to their lead. And nothing special there. They show they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight-ahead power, and they got it done.
Gold to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's capped off by a touchdown run by Adrian Peterson. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard.
The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Tennessee.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Harris.
Breeze.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
And it's 3rd down.
Again, they'll throw with Breeze. Able to find Harris, complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Breeze to throw again. The open man here, Renfro. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Jaguars 30.
Now Breeze again. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars 21. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. On first down, Breeze. Renfro bringing it in over the middle. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. 3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. His pass caught at the 4. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Defense.
So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
So the face mask moves them closer, and now 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in with Jones. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. 3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. This likely a must-have 3rd and goal. Oh, and they had him stopped short of the first, but a penalty marker down. And that looked like a clear face mask to me.
Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Ronald Jones, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
And it is good. That cuts the lead now to 11, 24, 13 our score. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it's Ronald Jones that polishes it off with a touchdown run. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
1st down, here's a run with Peterson.
Adrian.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42.
He's brought down at the
B.J. Goodson there on the tackle.
A gain of a yard.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Grover Stewart drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says.
1st and 10.
He says out at the 8-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Now left side on the swing pass. Jones hit, and the ball's out.
Complete to Ronald Jones. Fumbled on the play. Recovered by the offense.
Completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Breeze. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop any defensively. 3rd down.
Coverage on the play by Kyle Fuller.
shotgun now for Breeze. He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
3 plays and out. It's
Breeze to throw for it on fourth. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And no, it's incomplete.
intended for Deontay.
So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
The Jaguars again ready to take over on offense. And now following the desperation turnover on downs, they're set up with a 1st and goal to go. Now this is a nice little gift wrap situation as they take over 1st and goal. They'll run with Peterson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Adrian Peterson. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the numbers. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And the lead is up to 18 now. Now they got the ball in great field position. 1 play later, boom, end zone.
Titans 13.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Harris to return it. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 26.
The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one.
At the 31-yard
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
2nd and 5.
To throw, it's Breeze. And this one incomplete.
Breeze.
Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete. Chris Harris on the
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Breeze pass.
This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
1st and 10 and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. A 10th carry now for Peterson. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed, like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They run. Peterson. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes, and that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Gould for the extra point.
Point after.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Harris on the return. The Titans take over 1st and 10.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Right there, 54, right there.
Now Breeze. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Jaguars, the win is number 9 for them on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Titans, it's a potentially fatal blow to their playoff chances as they drop to 6 and 7 on the year. And they'll get a home date next week against the Detroit Lions. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.